start talking and see what happens. What's up, operations team? Christina here, and you're probably wondering, Christina, what the heck are you doing on my group me? Well, first of all, I just want to take some time to appreciate you guys. So many of you have been on this team for over a year and actually multiple years, and yet some of you guys are brand new this year, but you need to understand the difference that you are making on our campus is tremendous. All right, let me just kind of give you a big picture. All right, Life.Church Albany over the course of the last year, so like April 2018 to April 2019, while we actually have had a number of different changes, we are growing exponentially. All right, of all 33 campuses in Life.Church, we are the third fastest growing, over 20%. And that is a really big deal when you think about where we live. We live in one of the most post-Christian cities in the nation. And what you guys do specifically is help people take steps in their faith. It is vitally important, and I cannot appreciate you enough. And especially through this last year, it's exciting, but I'm thinking, God, what are you going to do over the course of this next year? Now, one of the things that I want to be super transparent with you guys is we are about to make a pretty big change in operations, but I trust God and I trust His hand on every single facet of our church, our campus, and every single one of our ministries. And I know a year ago, it was vitally important that God bring us the very right person, and He did in, drum roll please, Travis Hester. Bring it in.
What's
Okay.
going on?
All right, this is going to be awkwardly close, but so he was just lingering over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so I was so thankful that God brought us Travis, because what we needed for this season is somebody that cares about people. And Travis, like if you've spent any time with him, you know that he is all about people. He is so loving and joyful and has been really just, I know. I feel weird telling you this, but like really he and his family have been such a joy to have on the team. Now, interestingly enough, some of you may know that we recently did Kazone.
That's right.
Kazone, the whole deal with Kazone is really finding your God-given mission in life. And so Travis had been leading a Kazone life group over the course of the last 2 months. And what was awesome is that as he did that and as he led people through that, it started to shape where God was leading him, okay? And so he's been in ministry for the last few years, and as a believer, you're always in ministry, but this is full-time ministry. And so as he's doing this Kazone and he's getting his own mission statement, he's discovering that it's actually starting to veer out of full-time ministry in another direction. So we do, with my staff, I do one-on-one supervisions like every other week or so. And what was it, like 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
We're sitting down and we're talking through it, and he starts to tell me about his Kazone. And it's really beautiful, and he can tell you more about it. But ultimately what he said was that he felt like God was directing him back into the education sector. All right, it's something that he's passionate about. He's a mathematician and wicked smart and all that stuff, but he really wants to pair his heart for people with the education part of it, and as a result has made a decision to step down from being the operations pastor here at Life.Church Albany. Now let me just paint a little bit of a picture. So wait, let me show you. We're in my office right now, and he's sitting over on that couch, okay? And he's telling me, he's like, yeah, Christina, I'm, stepping down. And all I can think, it has nothing to do with operations. All I can think is, oh my gosh, my kids are besties with his kids, all right? I adore Sharon, his wife. I love this family. And this joker is going to leave us and go back to Georgia. So selfishly, all I can think about is us. And in fact, my kids are going to start going to the Christian school that his kids just started going to. So I'm invested, and I'm like, this guy, you got to be kidding me.
You're saying it nice right now.
Okay, I'm saying, no. And I was just thinking it, and I was, calm, cool, and collected on the outside. So all that to say, as he continues to talk, he then finally tells me that he's accepted a position locally in Troy. And so and so what I made very clear to him is that, all right, great, because you're not going anywhere, my friend. And so he will, it's actually, today's Wednesday, tomorrow is his official last day on the team, but he'll be serving on the weekend on Sunday. So I love that because, he's very much a part of what God is doing here. And even though God has redirected him full time, he's still in ministry, not just here at our church, but in the position he's about to tell you about. So,
that's right.
Travis, just give them kind of a little synopsis of what you're doing and anything else.
Sure. So like Christina said, my Kazone is all about fully devoted followers of Christ, like we all are. And the way it specifically is looking right now is going into the education space where I get to serve students that are in communities that don't have the greatest of opportunities for education, and I get to help them chart a pathway. And I feel like I'm an extension of what the Life.Church mission is. So I'm going into a mission field. So in some ways, I feel like I'm being sent out. I know it's sad and it's not the greatest, feeling, but I love this community. I love what we get to do together. And so I'm going into the education space, taking the light of the gospel and being able to help so many students. And so that's where I'm headed. And that's a big change, but I'm still here. We're making the Northeast our home, and there are many, many more winters that we're going to have to brave through.
Well, and I'm excited. One of the things that, as he was telling me about this position, is I'm thinking to myself, our invite box, with the multiple balls in there. I'm thinking the amount of people that he's going to be able to invite and lead to Jesus because of him being a pastor in this private sector is just awesome. So please make sure that you take some time today or tomorrow to just love on him, just share the difference that he's made in your life or in the lives of the people that we've connected into next steps. Because I know I, for one, appreciate the Travis and the family, but I'm excited for kind of this next season. Now, that leaves a vacancy, all right? And so some of you may have noticed there was a super tall white dude sneaking around church this last Sunday. Wait, I just have to tell you this fun thing. This is a long video, but I don't care. Okay, because this is important. Yeah, so I have to tell you this funny thing. So Leon forgot that this gentleman was visiting this last weekend. So Leon is on stage in worship, and he's looking. So apparently he can think about what's going on in the auditorium and worship at the same time.
Right.
There's no chance I could do that, but he's very talented. He's been doing it a long time. So he's singing, he's worshiping, and at the same time he's looking. He can see out of the auditorium doors. And Jacqueline, our Life Kids pastor, appears to be accosted by this tall white dude. And all Leon can think of is, I'm going to have to jump down and go rescue her. Because she's Anyway, it turns out Doug and his wife, Megan Tappan, they are a couple that is actually from New Hampshire. They love the Northeast, but God called them into ministry at Life.Church in one of our Oklahoma campuses. So he's been doing that for, I think it's over 5 years now.
Something like that.
And in fact, is at the top of his game. Not only is he an operations pastor at this other campus, but he's also the associate campus pastor, which we don't use that language a lot, just kind of publicly, but Leon on our campus is an associate campus pastor, which means not only do they have their role, but they also contribute above and beyond and kind of support me as the campus pastor. So it's kind of like assistant to the regional manager, kind of. No, okay, forget it. Anyway, so Doug, long story short, he is literally, of all the campuses, he is the best of the best. He's got years of experience in this role. And when he got a call to say, hey, Doug, would you even consider Albany, New York? He was instantly so excited because even though he's enjoyed his time in Oklahoma, he is a New Englander, and his passion is to reach the lost. And so he and his wife are so excited, and he will be filling the role of the new operations pastor. So we're asking him to send us a little video and send it and put it on this group. So you should see that soon. But they're going to have to pack up their family. They have two young kids. They'll be packing up and moving here somewhere the last week of May, first week of June, officially starting on June 10th. So he may be on this group meet earlier than that. I'm not sure, but we'll make sure to welcome him. But it's like God is so good. Our word this year is run, all right? We are running the race. We're not letting anything hinder us. We're moving forward because we know God has given us a great opportunity to lead people to become fully devoted followers of Christ. And I trust that God has, I don't even need to trust, I've seen it. God has used Travis and his family, and he's going to continue to use Travis. But at the same time, now God is inviting a new family, the Tappan family, to be a part of our campus. And I know that they are going to take us to the next place that we need to go. And so I'm super excited. Please be praying for that transition, because moving is a pain in the butt and all that stuff. But I'm excited and so thankful for you guys, because what I'm able to tell Doug, what Travis is able to tell Doug, is that, dude, you're getting an all-star operations team. It's not like Doug is coming in and it's a hot mess. Like, literally, I don't even know what Travis does.
Right, exactly.
Like,
y'all are the rock stars.
Exactly. But it's fine. It's fine. And so I cannot thank you enough. Please continue doing what you're doing, leading strong, because we know God is using you to make a tremendous difference. Thank you guys so much. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I am always going to be 100% transparent. I can't help it. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't hide anything. But we want to make sure that you guys have everything you need to be successful. FYI, Jared Hogue, our hosting pastor, is helping in the transition. So you'll probably be hearing from him. He's just going to kind of bridge the gap and provide support so that we don't miss anything in between Travis going and Doug coming. Okay? Thank you guys so much. Again, if you have questions, hit me up. But I look forward to seeing you Sunday. Chasing Carrots.
That's right.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.